start with something uncomfortable. Every Bitcoin transaction you have ever made is sitting on a public ledger that anyone in the world can read forever. Your employer, your government, your nosy neighbor, all of them can trace your Bitcoin if they connect your identity to a single address. That is not a bug. Bitcoin is transparent by design, but that does not mean you have to accept zero financial privacy. Why this is not just a concern for criminals or people with something to hide. Would you want your employer knowing exactly how much Bitcoin you hold? Would you want merchants you paid 2 years ago tracking your spending habits today? Financial privacy is about autonomy. It means you decide who sees what. In a world of increasing surveillance, Bitcoin's transparency demands that we learn how to protect ourselves. Show you how tracing works. Blockchain analytics companies like Chainalysis run massive graph databases that link addresses to real-world identities through exchange KYC data, IP address collection, and known wallet clusters. They use heuristics, like the common input ownership assumption, to group addresses into wallets and label them. Once your exchange withdrawal address is tagged, your entire transaction history can be mapped. The first thing you should do is simple. Never reuse addresses. Every time you receive Bitcoin, generate a fresh address from your wallet. Modern wallets do this automatically with hierarchical deterministic key derivation, that HD thing in your wallet settings. This stops casual observers from linking all your inbound payments together, but it is not enough on its own. Determined analysts can still follow the money. PayJoin is the most well-known privacy technique in Bitcoin. Here is the idea. You and several other people pool your Bitcoin into a single large transaction, with many inputs and many outputs. From the outside, nobody can tell which input is paying which output. If 50 people each put in 0.1 Bitcoin and get 0.1 Bitcoin back out, the link between sender and receiver is broken. Mathematically broken, not just hidden. Services like Whirlpool by Samurai Wallet and Wabi Sabi by Wasabi Wallet coordinate these CoinJoin rounds. You connect your wallet, it queues up your coins with other users, and when enough participants join, the transaction fires. Your coins come back to you clean, meaning the ownership trail from exchange to you has been severed. Whirlpool uses equal amount outputs for maximum anonymity. Wabi Sabi uses blind signatures for a different privacy model. Into CoinJoin. There is another approach called PayJoin, and it might be the cleverest privacy trick in Bitcoin. With PayJoin, you are already making a payment to someone. Your wallet and the recipient's wallet coordinate, so both of you contribute inputs to the transaction. To an outside observer, it looks like one person consolidating their own coins. The actual payment amount is hidden, because nobody knows which inputs belong to the sender and which to the receiver. Now there is silent payments, a newer protocol that might be the most elegant of all. Here's how it works. You publish a single static address, one that never changes. When someone wants to pay you, they derive a completely new, unlinkable address from your static address and send to that. Only you can detect and spend those payments. To the world, the payment goes to a random address nobody has ever seen before. No address reuse, no interaction required. Full privacy for the receiver. Lightning Network itself provides a meaningful privacy boost. When you route a payment through Lightning, the intermediate nodes only know the hop before them and the hop after them, not the full path. Compare that to an on-chain transaction, where the entire world sees sender, receiver, and amount. Lightning is not perfectly private, but it is far better than base layer Bitcoin for everyday spending. To be upfront about the legal and regulatory risk here. Some jurisdictions have labeled privacy tools as money transmission or even money laundering facilitation. The developers of Tornado Cash on Ethereum were prosecuted. Samurai Wallet's founders were arrested. Using privacy tools is legal in most places, but the legal environment is evolving and hostile in certain jurisdictions. Know your local laws before using these tools. Is the bigger picture. Bitcoin without privacy is not fungible. If some coins are tainted, blocked by exchanges because of their history, then one Bitcoin is not equal to another Bitcoin. That breaks Bitcoin's core value proposition as sound money. Privacy tools restore fungibility. A CoinJoin Bitcoin is indistinguishable from any other Bitcoin. That is not a crime. That is protecting the integrity of the network. Stack Sats is building secure, private Bitcoin tooling from the command center. Subscribe for more Bitcoin builder intelligence, security deep dives, and revenue stream breakdowns. Your financial privacy matters. Protect it.